We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down, Vasquez drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they decline it, and they choose to not give him that down back.
And I think that's the key to everything there. They didn't give up any yardage even on the completed pass. Don't give them an extra down in order to try and pick up a first.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Vasquez. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Vasquez. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Vasquez. A dump underneath to Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Jones breaking from the contact. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw on second down. Vasquez. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Stephon Tuitt able to drop him for a loss of 4. Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On play action, Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
They put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Mariota now. To the right side, and he's got more complete. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. From the gun, Mariota. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Now they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Back to the air on second down. Vasquez. And his throw is incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Vasquez. And he's got Lockett. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
1 back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit, Detroit.
Here's Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Leopard, Leopard. Hut, hut, hut.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I love the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Forced out to his left, and that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Mariota. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Vasquez. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Vasquez buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And the Panthers coming out now. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Coleman. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Lockett. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That escapes the sack. Flush to his right. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
All right, here we go. Green.
Now Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Vasquez. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Sammy Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 10-3. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit halftime here. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Dancing to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing is Mariota. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Play action. Vasquez. He's airing it out for Williams. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Vasquez. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception here, Mariota flushed out right. And his pass incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And that last penalty makes his third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Here's Coleman. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They'll go again to Jones. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a first down carry by Jones. And now running right through it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
He does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And they'll go on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a third down. Looking to throw. Vasquez. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Carolina getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
On third down, Mariota. He's going to look deep down the field. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On fourth down, they snap it to Mariota. And this is caught. He hits more. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mariota now on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Throwing here, McGoo. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Frank Clark in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 1st down, Vasquez. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stock troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. The give to Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He couldn't quite find the goal line, but a good run of 8 yards is going to make it an interesting 4th and goal now. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll go with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Back to throw. Vasquez. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Point after now from Catanzaro. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead is now 24. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Moore now to return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
There's Magoo looking to throw it. He's going to let it go again. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Magoo back to throw. Shifts by him at the 25. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Magoo. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Magoo. Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw is Magoo, and that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. They'll drop the throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll check on his status when we get back. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm good.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 32. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Incomplete. Jordan Leggett, the tight end, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. Let into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And an alley to run. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Mariota escaping the pressure right. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
To throw on 2nd down. Vasquez drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Bucs on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Frank Clark in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. The Panthers on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 16. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs have just about wrapped up the victory. So out come the Bucs now. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone laid down a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Hot. Gun. Detroit.
Again, it's Jones. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gun.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run them a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for Tampa Bay, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week.